So, hello all of you, and it's a wonderful moment in Cedees today that we have Dr. Divya Dharshini, who is here. Divya has got the 10th rank in the recently conducted May NEET 2022. She's basically from Karpaga Vinayaga Dental College in Tamil Nadu, and she was a student here in our Davangere Classroom Center. And there she is today, and it's a dream for most of us to get this top rank. So let's listen to what Divya did and how she did and how she managed to cope up this whole stress and to be here today. Divya, so did you really expect this 10th rank when your preparation started, or how did you motivate yourself to get there? And yeah, if you could just speak about that.
Initially, I first attended the orientation in Chennai Satellite Center. I just thought let us give it a try since I have never given any entrance in my life. So I just started with that.
First time you were really working for an entrance
exam? Working for an entrance exam. And the first attempt it went okayish, and then it was around 2000 something. And then the next year I wanted okay, we have given 1 year, let me give it one more try, and if it comes out well, I'll take a government seat. Otherwise, I'll go with some other plan B kuch kar lenge like that. Yeah, that was the plan. And after that, December ka postponement haya. Then I thought, okay, let me go to Davangere for 3 months, and from there, let me see what happens, like that only.
So then you made up your mind, you started off and you decided that, okay, now I need a good government seat, and then that is how you started off with your preparation, right? I mean, yeah.
Initially, from the beginning, I am from a self-finance college, so I only thought I would do it only from a government college, otherwise I won't do it. Because my UG was again paid only, so I wanted that experience of government, otherwise I'll not do it. So I'll just give myself a chance that if I get into some 200 or something, if I give my best, if I get a government college, it's fine. Otherwise, I wasn't ready to take. I'll just back off and do something else. That's it. Like that I was.
Wonderful. So I think that was your major inspiration so that you get into government college and then you study for it. Fantastic. Okay. And what a wonderful way. So when the results came, when the 10th rank came, where were you? What were you doing? And if you could just narrate that little incident.
Initially, actually, after the AIMS results, I was a bit low because it was in 300 rank. And then when I saw open the WhatsApp group, and suddenly it popped out saying that the NEET results have come. So I just left the phone there and I couldn't even open it. I just ran down to my sister and gave her the phone, result have come, this is my roll number, please check it 10 times and then only come to me, like that. And then she checked it 10 times, then she came and told, it's 10th rank. And then again I'm like, no, this is not possible, you just go check again and come. And till the end I couldn't believe until I called you, sir, and then you told me, yes, it's 10th rank. Then only I believed it. That way.
So it's wonderful, yeah. So if you could just share with our viewers with the upcoming government, aspiring students key. How did your preparation go on? I'm sure that it is not an easy phase. You would have had your ups and downs during your preparation. So first of all, probably the books that you studied or the material that you studied, and how did you cope up this whole 1 year? And for your batch, the NEET was postponed, preponed, postponed, preponed. So if you could just put in a small nutshell, okay, what exactly did you do?
I actually followed you, sir, from the beginning. With your, I would first start with your notes because that gave me the foundation of the concepts, and with that I would go to synopsis, then the pulse ka part. With that I'll go to the pink papers, and then at last I would used to do the app. So till November, I didn't do that much. Fully, I didn't complete the app. So that was the biggest drawback. So during November, I was in 300 to 250 rank. So at that time I couldn't even think if December is the exam, definitely something nothing. It's not going to happen because app, if it's not covered, I don't think it would be done. So after that, the postponement happened, and I thought, okay, 3 months only, no, we can hang on there and complete the app, and that would be a good edge. And what I actually started doing app fully, giving a separate time for it after like from December, and till that I started doing properly the app. With that, I understood like. App questions, I thought like many new questions are there, always new questions are there. Then only I found out that once we complete the whatever Circa notes and then pulse, synopsis, pink papers, then I come to app, I found like 50% is already there. Only the remaining is like new. Half of it is conceptual, half of it is like you have to know it. There's no other go. So that kind of differentiation I could do only after completing that and going to the app. Before that, it was like everything is different, everything is new. Only like 10% I could remember, the result fades away because I'm seeing in a phone. I didn't have any tab and all, so I'm seeing in a phone, it fades away. So that was my state.
That's nice. Okay. So your BDS Next app, I think your test series was very helpful, right? We had, I think, all close to around 4 test series with more than 66 exams. I know, I still remember Sada telling you got the second rank, like she went through all the 66 questions, 66 tests twice, thrice, until you get the confidence. So that is fantastic. So how many hours, Divya, did you give for your preparation? I'm sure initially it would have been a little less, but as you started approaching towards the exams, like the quantity of time that you gave for your studies, did you make any notes during your preparation? If you could just highlight on that.
Timing, actually, initially it was just only 5 to 6 hours or at least 7 hours, that's all. Then I found that it's not about hours. Like I set a timetable, like I have to complete this much within that day end. So that depending on my speed, if some day it took early, some day it took late. So based on that, I compensated. Like I didn't complete within that day, I would take it next day, complete it. So the hours actually depend upon the portion I had to complete that weekend, depending upon that, because prosto it's huge, whereas DH, DA and radiology were small, so that I could complete faster, but still app and all has to be completed, so I didn't go and jump to next subject and all, but I was still doing the same subject in different parts. And then our notes actually, I after like November, I understood after giving aims that it's all about memory. So how much ever time I'm doing it, somewhere I'm lacking in memory. So what I started to do is I started to pick up the classifications from all wherever I see app I see or like. Pulse I see, wherever I see inside the SR papers, AIMS papers, different classification, I used to write it down in a notebook. And similar way, like the authors and the dates and all I used to write. Only dates and the authors. So these two things for all the subjects separately I did. Other than that, I didn't make much notes because again I thought like at the last I won't be able to see. And subject wise, only like few one words which are like I have to mug it up as no other go, like that I wrote for each subject. Hardly some 3-4 sides of A4 sheet I wrote, not much, because I know that if I keeping on making notes, definitely I won't see it till the end. Because these papers itself I couldn't complete much at the end. I thought like I should complete the last week this much, but that tension remains. If you have too much in front of you, you won't be able to complete. Even what I had itself, I was like, this I left, that I left. Some things were happening in the mind.
So that's wonderful, Divya. Now, Divya, see, one big thing in everybody's mind is you're studying one subject, you go to the next subject. So, how often did you feel it was important for you to go back to the older subjects and revision? If you could comment on that aspect of your preparation, like how important you felt was revision, or probably if you had some separate magic formula or something for your revision, if there is something that you did, or how important is revision for your preparation?
Revision is actually, this was my second attempt. So first attempt, I actually did half the portion. So that portion, when I started the second year, I didn't feel like I'm doing it the second time. I felt it like I'm doing the first time. So then what I did, after completing the second time, the first round, I had to go for second round. Then I understood like half the portion I could recollect, half again I couldn't recollect. So fortunately we had many mocks, so we had time to go through it again and again and again. And then I found that almost like when you keep seeing the same thing in different parts, like notes we have seen, in pink papers we have seen the same question, in Pulse we have seen the same question, and then finally you go and see in the app, or otherwise when you're giving a test, you see that question comes there. Even if you made it wrong, while you're checking the answer, you have seen it, it's coming, then our brain marks it. Yes, I've seen it 3-4 times, so it should be important, like that. So that, like that, I started remembering stuff. Yes, I have seen it somewhere, so it should be the answer, like that. And some cases, like I had to make up some stupid logical, illogical things, mnemonics and all. The way I think, the way I think, I made something which no one can understand. It was like that. It's like after you have done basic reading, it's like how you remember it, how you put an effort to remember it. That's only makes it different, because I'm also studying, everyone is also studying. My memory is actually poor. I can't even remember names after some time. So I had to keep it a special way, like I have to, like how my brain thinks. So if for simple example, for aspartic acid is done for age estimation. So it's a D form or L form which they estimate. So I found like, okay, age estimation is that for dead people only. No, so D form is dead, D for dead. So D aspartic acid is for dead people. Some stupid illogical things I used to have. It worked. I could remember it till now. Even after that also. So some things like that. We have to make some illogical things so that we could remember, because it's again not possible to remember everything. That's the thing.
So now that you had less time, did you give a lot of importance to hardcore textbook reading, or you limited your textbook reading? How was your preparation strategy regarding the textbook reading part?
Textbook reading for endo, I used to see all the pics and classification. Actually, I didn't go for Cohen. I had Grossman, so I went with that. Grossman's pictures, I saw everything. And for DH from Orbin's, I saw the pics or histology pictures, like that. Textbook reading, in the sense, I only did for oral surgery, for classifications, anatomy, and ortho for the major part is actually notes is also from ortho textbook only. So that and all I did textbook reading. Other than that, not much, sir. Not in basics.
So you give a lot of importance to the materials that you had in front of you, and you could do it well. Okay, done. I think most of them have been like that. Even Sada, when she's in the second rank, she'll throw the same thing, right? Textbook reading is important, but you should do it with a flair. See, most of us are from different colleges, so we don't know how good our undergraduation has been. So if you feel that you're really weak in certain subject, for example, DM is a subject which, if you don't know the basics, if you don't read the textbook, you really cannot do the MCQs. Ortho appliances is another aspect, or orthocephalometry, or when it comes to endo, instrumentation aspect, you cannot mug these things. You have to have a basic understanding of what is going on, and then you can capture the facts. That is how your smart reading is very important. I think that's what has helped, I think, most of us CD students to be here and to top the country. So Divya, just to make it a little smaller, how did you manage the stress? I mean, everybody would have been stressed out, and studying for entrance exam is not easy. And I've seen that every year, like with too much of data and different kind of question papers being set by everybody. So stress is a very integral part of your preparation. So how did you manage that stress often?
Stress in the sense, I would actually feel like I have chosen a path, and I was struggling in that because it's been postponed. It's almost like 18 months. Still, I took a stubborn thing that I have to do something in my path which I've selected. So it just kept elongated. So at that time, I would feel like, have I chosen a correct path? Is that like I'm fooling myself, like thinking like ho jayega mera, ek to seat mil jayega, like that. Am I fooling myself? That was my thought process. At times, I just go and talk to my friends. I talk to my sister because she also did CAT and all. So she had been through entrance, so I look up to her. So I just talk to her and talk to my friends and who are in the same field and who are also not. So they would like tell me like it's not about like you have to clear it and all. You have to just feel contented from your part that yes, I have given my best. If you feel contented, the result doesn't matter. If you have given your best, the results will come whatever it is, you will accept it happily because you know you have given your best. So that just kept pushing me. Okay, whenever I feel low, just call up someone. I just talk to them. I just like whine to them, like this is happening, that is happening. I don't know, I can do, and they like just keep pushing me. That's all. So I had that group of friends and family who just kept supporting me. Okay, you can do it, you can do it, and I think that counts a lot because more than I believed in myself, they believed in me. कि ये कुछ करके दिखाएगी, like that. Especially my family and the friends, closest friends. That's all. Yeah.
So a very good integral support system, I think, is very important, isn't it? Right, right. So, so you could finish your reading, I think, more comprehensively. Maybe because the exams got postponed a little bit, so you could really put everything up and right. Okay. So thanks to God, sometimes good blessings come in different forms, right? So, dear, so we are. Very happy that you're here today in Davangere with us, and thank you so much for coming all the way. And my dear students, I'm hoping that you could understand what she was saying. Even though you get a little stressed out, not that you waste off like 2-3 days or something, you just burst that energy off somewhere, and then you just continue with the classes. See, in cities you will have exams and this and all that. It'll continuously keep getting you motivated. But obviously, after every exam, suddenly you might feel, okay, maybe I'm not that good, or maybe I have to improvise myself. But it's just a thought process, which if you take it in a positive way, I think that's exactly what Divya has done. She spoke to her best friend, she spoke to her family, she got the strength from there, and then she got back, and then she continued on her path, right? I think one more important thing what she said was like that she chose a path, like once you've decided, there's no going back. So once you've decided, ki, haan, mujhe chahiye, I need that government seat, I need that thing there, and then you just work for it, and it'll come. It's not going to go anywhere. So the best seat, what is there, which is available for all of you, will be there for you to take up. So I don't think you have to worry about anything. Okay, all of you. So thank you, Divya, for being here again, and wishing you all the very best. I think Divya wants to be a prosthodontist or an oral surgeon. She's a little bit confused, but it's good when you have the 10th rank and you can choose the best college wherever you want to go. So wishing you all for a very happy, bright, prosperous future from the entire Cedees family, and I think all the viewers who are watching. I think you can give your best wishes to everybody too.
All the best for everyone who are actually in this process, and I wish you that you stay till the end, you cross the line, then only you will know what exactly you are capable of. Many people before the line itself, they think like this is too much struggle here, I can't, they give up in their mind. So you give up, you lose only when you give up in your mind, not that your results decide, it's in your mind. If you give up early, then you won't even have the chance of seeing that you succeed or not. The chance you have to give it for yourself and wait till the end you cross the line. All the best, and I hope you also feel the same excitement as how I feel, surprised, excited by how I looked at the results and all. And I'm so grateful to sir for giving me this opportunity of flipping my life 180 degree from an average student to saying everyone is a topper and all, which I really don't believe till now. So I'm grateful for that. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Divya. Thank you.